Hello everybody and welcome back to the Bazaar. It is Dually Day here today, so we're gonna go to see what we can do. The astute among you may notice my voice is weird. Yes, I'm sick. There we go. The cat's out of the bag. We are gonna be playing some Bazaar, and that is going to cure me, okay? So this is the first video that I'm going to be recording after the devs are back from their vacation. Will we find out information about a patch? Potentially. Potentially. That being said, we don't know. But I did kind of promise one thing. I don't know if I should do it, but, I think that maybe we should do the thing, right? If this, I like to have done, obviously I have done let me rip the band-aid off. I've done a Monitor Lizard run before. I have done it before. I did it before it was the thing that was everywhere, and it was the Reddit boogeyman. It's better this patch because of the level up upgrades to give poison vials, among other things. I think that we have to do it, right? We have to play the thing of this patch, the headline. Should it be the headline? I've gone on record before saying, no, it should probably be Burn Dually. That's the headline, if I'm going to be honest. However, it's up there. It's very, very up there. It's one of the most consistent builds in the game. Let's see what we can do to pilot it. Let's see if it's as brain off as it, could be. So, Monster Ranch, there's an interesting gamble to be made here. It's not one that I think I would do that often as my very first thing on Companion Core, if this option was interesting. Unfortunately, I don't like going to Curio with $8 here. Feels a little bit hasty, so I'm gambling. It's just that easy. Insect Wing, we do actually want that on the Companion Core, because haste your other friends 1 second. When you use another friend, charge this 1 second. The Monitor Lizard build, if we can get it, it means that we really will care about this going off initially, the first time, as fast as possible. And then we stack about, let me check, 1 billion poison in 1 minute, I think. 1 billion poison per minute. Banana Bowl, Haunted Kimono, Kyber Drone. I mean, I think we just fish for more cooldown reduction. It might seem silly to put it on the core here. Or, sorry, not the core. That's a different core. The Companion Core here, but I do actually think that it is the right thing. We also did get 3 regen out of that first encounter, which, I gotta be real, there's, not to be rude, but there's some Vanessa and Pig, and even some Dually builds on day 1 that do just lose to 3 regen. And I'm not kidding. I actually think that there really are a decent amount that do. Any ammo build without any consideration for, long-term payoff is one. But Stinger, probably not playing it. Small weapon, not super interested. What are we looking for? We're looking for friends. The same thing everyone is secretly looking for on the inside. We're going to go to the non-weapons, because friends aren't weapons. Usually. So, Microwave is indeed a friend. Not one that you would probably run in a Monitor Lizard build, if that is a thing that we are going to try and do. That being said, forcing usually does not lend to good results. If I took Companion Core off camera, would I take Microwave if I was just trying to have a successful run? Maybe, yeah. Maybe. But because that opens up the route of going for the Burn Companion Core run, which I actually think is more viable than it seems. I'm going to reroll. I'm going to go bold. Walter Cooler. I'll take Walter. But I'm not very happy about this setup right now. Whenever you use an adjacent friend charges 1 second, we can get some max HP permanently. Small items. We're kind of looking for... We can sell the Stinger. We're not playing it. I'll grab Copper Ed. I do want a Beta Ray probably, eventually. That being said, do we go gambles? Yeah, we go gambles. Omega Ray, probably better than Water Cooler for trying to win day one. I think that that is the case. Just like anything that has any kind of scaling is an important factor to add usually. Burn 2, when you use the core or another ray, your burn items gain a burn. Obviously, this is the only one. It still goes off when this goes off. Will we keep it? Probably not. But it's here for day one. If there's one thing that Monitor Lizard or even Companion Core Dually in general sucks at, absolutely sucks at, it's day one. It's so bad at day one, it's not even funny. So this has 65% chance to crit, which is kind of wild. Gotta tell you, this is gonna be a weird one. Actually, no, it's not. Our regen solos him. What did I say? It doesn't even matter. Like, we could have won with exclusively Copper Ed. Hell, could we have won with an empty board? Could we have won with an empty board? Even if every one of these crit? Huh. Interesting. I would assume not, but hey, maybe. Alright, I would like to level up, but a friend item shop feels like a relatively important thing. First Aiden is extremely important in a build like this. We could probably drop this for the PvE fight to do a little bit of farming, depending on the fight. I would like missiles. Chris Army Knife is okay, but $8 is a bit too rich for my blood. Friend cooldown reduction, we could get some poison extract and literally just sit on it, waiting for our degenerate time to shine. If we are really greedy, we could throw it on the Copper Ed. I don't know that that makes a lot of sense. We're very poor, don't value weapon skills too much. Often a build like this will run maybe a weapon. A single one, maybe. 2 if you're feeling frisky. But I don't think there's a single bronze weapon skill that I will care about. There's some weird niche higher tier ones going to Curio with $3. What am I going to do there with $3? We got Chris. Not bad. Okay. So the question I ask myself, can we beat Giant Mosquito with this board? Yes. I think the answer is yes. Which means we have good time to farm up a Water Cooler with the fast procs over here. We could even throw in Chris Army Knife to all but guarantee we kill, but kill slowly, which is sort of the ideal here, because that buys more time to just stack HP. Is it going to be a lot? Not really. But 5 for every proc. I don't know. That's what? That's 15 right now? We started with 300. I love when I start with a flat number like that, so I don't even have to pay attention. It's beautiful. All right. So we're doing exactly what we set out to do, which is definitely win, but have it take a long time. I don't think we beat the Crow there with this setup. Maybe with the burn rate. Proboscis. Proboscis. Okay. So it is unlikely, I think we're probably not playing that, unlikely that I'm going to get another experience node, and if we do, it's kind of like a who cares, because I won't have anything to put there unless I level up and get a friend level up or whatever. But the fact that we've not taken any experience yet is a little bit concerning. Small and medium could obviously have some of the things. We'll take this. It's the guy. It's the dude, it's the guy. Poison, poison. Alright. So Reddit tells me I've just won the game. So let's see if that is the case. Probably. Probably. But here's the thing. I think there are some unique... Okay, so you won day one. Companion Core doesn't usually. Obviously, I am an anomaly in this situation. We had a kind of a free win against the Vanessa. If I'm feeling confident, I could just run it like this and farm with the Water Cooler. Otherwise, it's probably better to throw in a... Copper Ed for more poison stacking. Yeah, let's not greed it. I don't even know if this is like that much better. But one more poison every once in a while seems fine to me. What do we got? We got a wider board than I have. But they do not have Funny Lizard Man. They do not have Funny Lizard Man. And as a result, egg on their face. Potentially. Egg on my face. Egg on whose face? Please tell me whose face has egg on it. Theirs. This is with 3 poison. That's why we keep the vials. Like, the fact that I took that risk there, friend, shield, whatever, going to the shop instead of doing what is probably the right call of getting experience, paid off. Obviously, like, it was a very flexible shop. Just putting in friends. We want more triggers of haste. Bada bing, bada boom. Core cooldown, probably going to be the thing to go for. I think that makes sense. The reason, if you don't know that I'm doing this today, like, I guess I should have explained it more clearly. There could be a patch. I don't know. We have no idea when. I don't have any insider information. There could be a patch by the time this video goes out. And if the patch comes out that, like, nerfs this into the ground, and I didn't do a video on it during the patch where it was the thing, I feel like I'd be a little bit disappointed. I'd feel a little bit proud of myself as well, but also a little bit disappointed. $7. Curio, I'm so sorry. We're taking that experience. We should be good to go now to level up. 2 on the crypto. No, thank you. Skills could be good, but what am I looking for? Gamma Ray.
I would never debase my wares by
okay. First Aiden's very good as well. Heal 22 haste. The reason we do actually very much enjoy Aiden, you might be like, isn't this like a ton of haste? Why would you ever care about the haste? And generally that's right. There's a couple reasons why why Aiden's very good though. So haste your other friends. This does mean that the companion core will not haste itself, even though it is a friend, which means Aiden is going to be applying haste to the companion core, making it proc twice as fast. Because haste does attempt to haste an unhasted thing. Currently, this is hasting everything we have except for itself. Therefore, First Aiden picks up the slack and is hasting the only thing that doesn't have haste. The other thing is 3 seconds for a cast means when you use another friend charge to 1 second, happens after 3 seconds, effectively meaning you will start at 4.2 seconds. You will start your fight, your like poison applications, at 4.2 seconds. So that's pretty good. That's what you want. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen with this build is basically starting late. You know what? I'm just gonna upgrade the crypto. Screw it. Screw it.
for your size.
Okay. God, I actually don't think we do very well against the Aetheryte. Because this is a situation in which she scales up her shield to shield damage. If we don't have any way to poke at her shield, we start to have some issues. I guess a question I have is, could I throw away... how much can I throw away to get... It's a bronze water cooler. Screw it, man. Who cares? Flame Dancer has gold. Bar of gold. Since I don't really care about a lot of this stuff there, I figure we might as well come here to try and get an extra $5.
I've brought shame to the Volcander.
Why does this exist, by the way? Why does this exist? Victory. Because it causes victory. We got a Cinders. That could be useful. 8. We sell the crypto at 8. Health is great on this build. Like, I'm not going to say our build is done, because it's not. But we could coast for a while. We could coast for a while off of what we have and be okay if we just stacked health. I'm going to dream a little bit bigger. We'll take a beta ray. We'll consider that. But I am going to roll. I'm being like very roll happy here. Not very lucky, aside from the first shop. or be a first hit there. So, burn item, we could be looking for a bomb squad, which is a small friend that procs a lot of times, which is very good. I'm opting probably more for the medium shot, because there's a... Oh my god. There's a couple things that I'd be happy to hit here, and none of these are it. I think that Chem Snail is too clumsy to add into a Monitor Lizard build on Companion Core, personally. Armadillo, I think it can work. It's a little bit weird, but I think it can work if you had a duct tape already or something. But I'm disappointed. I wanted like a Brick Buddy or a Monitor Lizard upgrade would be okay. It'd be one more poison, one more haste. Or like missiles. A shot at that would be good. Core cooldown or get a friend. I'm actually going to go bold here. Oh, yeah. Poison 3, freeze an item. Whenever you freeze, this gains poison. I absolutely should have taken the other thing. We could throw in the Beta Ray to try and scale Ice 9000, but I think the... Okay, we die to this. This is like Beast of Burden scaling. The moment we are trying to make Ice 9000 work is a moment we have an issue. Oh, it is not. It's just like a good stuff build. Well, it's just a good stuff build, and also there's a golf clubs here. R.I.P. They used to be better. They used to be better. Never mind. They definitely don't have a chance here. We don't want the Ice 9000. Sorry, Ice 9000. Ooh. We could do a little bit of degeneracy here. We could absolutely just burn the bridges here. Go boom. Sell, sell, sell. Sell all that stuff. We could also just try and luck out of the monster ranch. But if we sell everything except for like a bronze thing we want upgraded, like Welter Cooler and or Monitor Lizard, and then maybe like Aiden, I'm doing it. Screw it. I'm even selling the Beta Ray. Because if we go here, it has to give me upgrades. If it rolls 2 bronze items, it has to give me a Monitor Lizard and a Welter Cooler upgrade. Is this risky? Yeah. Should I have done it? Probably not. But I also didn't like those pieces that much. So we're just going to be filling up our board for now. Cool LEDs, we definitely take that. Slow an item when you use the core slow an item. We could take coolant as well, but I'm just going to want to, yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to want to just fill up my slots again. It was a weird thing that I don't recommend doing, but it was very fun, so I don't really care. Technovirus probably just has the highest return, you know, 3 XP. Crypto is just more money. I don't think we ever play Solar Farm. We are already getting close to the internal haste cooldown. We're getting close to it. You may notice this is going... Whoop, 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 whoop. You can only do it 5 times per second. So anything more than that is redundant for the sake of Monitor Lizard's purposes. I don't think we're playing Virus. Oh, here, if I sell this, maybe I'm not going to be sick anymore. I feel great. Nope. Unfortunately, I still feel sick. Okay. Poison skills, very tempting. Filling a board, very tempting. Let's go stupid.
Poison is not a weapon.
Whenever you... Oh, don't make me be the guy. Don't make me be the guy. It's the day to be the guy. Oh, don't make me be the guy. Whenever you poison enemy weapons, lose 3 damage. Or 5 more poison, which honestly, this is actually, like, strategically, it's probably a closer decision. And this is good, too. But we should take one of these. This is kind of nuts. And considering we don't know if we're going to find a Gamma Ray, and also I'd feel bad about taking the other one, I think this is the call. Tool. Okay, shield scrap, tool. This is all kind of bad.
Mr. Wriggle, not old
all right.
Wrigley. It's Professor Wriggle.
There we go. Love to see that. Boop. Boop. All right, race Carl. Whenever you haste, charge this 2 seconds. As you can imagine, we're going to be hasting a lot. A quasi-issue with the board we have right now is that First Aiden is going to be juggling the haste between cool LEDs and Companion Core. I'm not going to get into it too much because, oh man, we should have taken the... I'm glad we didn't take the Chrysophrase. This is probably just as good for winning the early game. But, oh god, yeah, it would have been... What the hell? What is the force field doing here? What's going on?
Defeat does not defeat me.
I mean, like, I love it. It's ambitious. It's beautiful. If this had crit, you know? If that had crit and we got crit, we'd go away. To the big lizard hell in the sky. See Deadly Duel, take Deadly Duel for the most part. It's just so much value. The only reason I would say not to take Deadly Duel is if, like, there's a premium shot, like the best possible shot. I'll say that this is a scary fight to get early, but 225 poison plus your bald plus ratio. Gunpowder is, I like getting it. I don't think that there's usually a lot of stuff that you care about putting ammo in a build like this. Item in general, but more to pick from. Yeah, I mean, sure. Clarence. It's an interesting one. It's not a meta pick. People do not take this man. Whenever you use a friend, this gains 10 damage for the fight. I feel like it's not bad. It's not like wowie zowie, but is it worth $8 when I'm not super, like, we probably don't run Walter in the PvP fights. Barnes & Noble. Really good skill here. Also, the obvious, you know, elephant in the room that she's got, you know, poison stuff. I do poison stuff. We're a match made in heaven. All right.
How would you like to work for us?
What do you got? Whenever you poison charge this a second, heal 15. It's actually kind of an interesting potential thing to run. Okay. I'm gonna pay the upgrade the Companion Core tax. I like Companion Core at silver, usually on Companion Core runs, because it helps you out in the situations where you get slowed and then your haste falls off. Gold and higher starts to become quite redundant unless you're playing like one friend. And in that case, why are you even playing the core on the board? I don't know. It's a weird one. Tools, it's pretty much just Chris Army Knife that'd be there. Gumballs, I don't really care. Mono Lizard can't crit with the poison. You can crit, and I mostly go here for crit. I'm not spending $10. Give me a small non-weapon item. Capacitor is bugged. Only works on the left. Okay. I would love to find a brick buddy. Too bad.
Are you sure? You're very...
Huh. Okay. Against a Vanessa. Wait, what's the deal here? Did you... 2 wins. 2 wins, 2 losses. Lost the first 2 and then you started winning. It's kind of like a crow's nest. We already have like a little bit of crow's nest protection in cool LEDs, which will slow a mono item. So I don't know how much we need to care about running Clarence. We might be able to greed. Should I? Probably not. There's also 1 less haste target. If we swap Clarence in instead of who would I do? I'd do this. Is that worth it? Sure. Is it worth it? Is it? I don't know how much it's better, but I'll do it. let's give it a look-see. I'm not going to say that Clarence is going to stay. Oh. I see why they started winning. The only time where it could potentially be ethical to run corrosive toxins is against augmented weaponry, so you're fighting a fair fight. However,
Next time, boys.
there's no ethical play under Monitor Lizard. Dear Retromation, why don't you just try hard all the time? Do you want to see this every time? I don't know. There's Brick Buddy. There's also a Dianosaur, but I think Dianosaur is a bit slow for reliable usage, but the fact that she's already gold is really interesting. And the sad thing is, it's still probably bait. Isn't that kind of annoying? I just think it's kind of annoying, but I think it might actually be bait. 8 seconds is a long time. It's a long time. We're definitely not running this and Clarence. That's never happening. Brick Buddy, I do want in a way, but I would prefer not bronze. We're getting close to the point where it's going to be difficult to find bronze. So, like, if this is stuck at bronze, I'm sad. God. That's a weird one. It feels like I should take it, but, like, 5 seconds is so much better. Like, 2 casts of this is close to 1 cast of this. On the second cast, this is going to do huge damage. It's not going to do any board disruption, but that board disruption doesn't start until 8 seconds into the fight, and that's if you don't get slowed or frozen. So I think that it's not the play here. Also, you know what? Better yet, we just did a Dianosaur run. Like, literally just did it. Small friend. Obviously, we have some small friends I'd like here, but I'd rather fish for the... God, they really want me to have this. Fish for, like, the Gamma Ray or something. Why bronze? Okay. There is a shark right here. We're running this board instead of even considering the Clarence just because we're farming Water Cooler HP. You have a poison upgrade, like a poison vial, basically, in the form of the spider. You just give me more stuff. I'm going for this. Screw it. You can't get Toxic Friendship. It doesn't exist. There's some play in leeches, for sure. Whenever you poison, this gains 10 damage for the fight. If we get leeches and then get, like, an upgrade leftmost silver, I'd probably do it. Gotta be honest, that's probably the best thing to get. And we got an upgrade leftmost silver right now. That's so sad. Alright. We probably take the upgrade leftmost silver. The question is, on Schwat. Cool LEDs is a legitimate call. It's like, more people should be upset that cool LEDs exists. I think that it's just as annoying as, like, almost Monitor Lizard. You just don't realize how much this one thing is doing. You put this sucker up to, like, silver or gold. It is a small item that means your enemy gets to play half as much game as you. It is one small slot that does that. It's kind of wild. And therefore, I'm going to do it because today is Degenerate Day. We're doing it. Medium items, we could. There's a real argument for it. I do think that upgrading Clarence was obviously in contention. I'm not going to pretend it wasn't. 4-second poison freeze is probably worth it over 2 poison.
Come back tomorrow. I'm giving a lecture
All
on
right.
that one.
Hit me with small items. We are still looking for the ray. I don't mind duct tape in this run, like putting it here-ish by, like, race car and stuff. It can actually be a lot, because Burn Dooley is a legitimately scary matchup for this, and you can definitely make an argument for duct tape because there's gonna be a lot of procs. We have 2 things applying haste to unhasted things now, too. We got 1, 2. Like, we probably have enough haste, even if we took that. Like, I'll consider it based on the matchup. That's very good. It's no Gamma Ray, which we are still without. Pig. Oh, okay. Well, you know, maybe I don't need to do anything. Cool LEDs. Any Pig players will attest. I hate seeing cool LEDs. And therefore, it's all the reason why we should be completely okay here. Oh, they're going for the infinite. They have a gold booby trap. These are both still at silver. They're going for the infinite. Unfortunately, they are a long way. They are a long way from getting it.
Well, I'll admit,
And you can see our startup being roughly 4 seconds. Very important. Once you start going, even if Monitor Lizard is frozen, it still keeps going. That's the problem. Like, when I was reading out the patch notes for this patch, which we've been on for like a month now before the devs took a Christmas vacation, I was reading out the patch notes live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Retromation. Oh my god, what a seamless plug. We love it. I was like, okay, I'm scared if they don't take this out. They have since said it was like literally just a mistake. Basically, they were going through and they were completely updating everything that had something like this when you blank. But the way they had their sheet set up, it did not factor in ones that also had an active. And therefore, Monitor Lizard was just forgotten because it just, in their template, Monitor Lizard was not a when you blank character because it just also had this active. They were looking at the ones that were purely passives. And thus we're left with him for a month. That's why that was the case, but I remember reading the patch notes out and I was like, yeah, we're going to see a lot of, I literally called it. Like, I was like, we're going to see a lot of Monitor Lizard. It's just like, there's going to be a lot. Take a random thing here, basically because none of that stuff excited me. Now this is tough. This is tough. I mean, if we could find the Gamma Ray, our build's almost done. I would prefer this to probably be like a bomb squad, which is also here. But this could be great. It could also be crap. Let's gamble. It's all gambling anyways, right? Oh! Triple sevens. All right, 4.7. So this is effectively, because again, first Aiden is faster, 3 seconds, and then it charges this by 1 second. This is effectively 3.7 seconds before we start our engine, which is the most important thing that you can care about on here. Viper Tyrant has a fundamentally busted skill for this build. Whenever you poison, gain 4 regen. You could assume why that's good. I hope. So yeah, 3.7, then boom, we go. Would I take Copper Red? I guess. Doesn't really matter, though. I want this or a Vial. Not Venom. Whenever using an adjacent weapon, poison 1. Upgrade the core. Something will have to go seriously wrong for this being gold to matter. Like, none of this is exciting or good. We could take income. The ideal is that we just hit 10 games and then we cruise. So I'm going to grab the burn. Legitimately just hoping that we get a bomb squad to put them on. My bag is getting quite large. I don't think we're playing that. Like, it's got some cuteness to it. I want the chocolate bars. You know what? It's not a Clarence angle today. I would have... Ooh, interesting. Burn it. What do you got? Monitor Lizard, like, we don't really care about the upgrade, and this is some of the reason why I don't even like taking Chris Army Knife in the first place. His upgrades are so bad. It is a dually, but we burned our bridges, so, you know, what are you gonna do? Gerstling. So, what can we glean? They lost a lot early, or they won a lot early. I don't know. It's one that's a little bit harder to tell. They've won 2 games, and they've dropped 4. Very matchup dependent thing, usually is what that is. Could be like an armored core. I don't know. I don't know. It could just be like a suboptimal... Oh. Oh. Well, they got the... Okay, well, you know, they got the thing, and they have a gamma ray, so they probably just win this matchup on the back of those things, but we'll see. Like, they should, but they won't. How did they lose this? How did they lose this? How did they lose this? My core's faster. My Monitor Lizard has more poison. I don't have the ray, though, but that's why I cared so much about the poison vials. And that, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring you to Exhibit A as to why I really think that Monitor Lizard is the problem. And it's not Monitor Lizard at all. I mean, like, well, it's busted. It's a busted effect that this conceptually was always going to find a way to be broken, and it needs to be changed. However, the real reason Monitor Lizard is such a problem in this current patch is that they introduced getting loot level ups or loot upgrades like candy. They included the Monster Ranch event, was new at the same time, as well as getting poison vials and loot upgrades on level up, letting you inflate a character that is relatively balanced at 1 poison into a character with 15 poison quite easily. At 1 poison, Monitor Lizard is fine. At 2 poison, Monitor Lizard is pretty good. 3, like, quite, like, getting quite good, but even falling off at late game. 15 poison, that's a different story, man. That's why this guy is really a problem right now. And it's because of a change that wasn't even listed in the patch notes, which I found kind of interesting. I got excited. Free me. I feel ill. Oh, gold brick buddy. Gold brick buddy. Golden brick buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing it. Okay. Used an adjacent friend. This gains 30 shield for the fight. In the mirror, this sucks. That's just the truth. In the mirror, this sucks. Like against another poison dually, it's so bad. In every other encounter, it's quite busted, frankly. Starting at silver, but if this was day 8 and I had a bronze, it would be dead weight. Might even still be dead weight. This is a bummer, but oh well. Take the free thing because I'm poor. Ho, mama! 3 seconds of slow whenever this goes off or this goes off. Robo Bouncer, Car Conductor. Frankly, we probably don't need the Gamma Ray. If we could just get like a handful more poison vials. Gamma Ray is probably not even worth a slot unless it's gold or higher at a certain point. But yeah, this scales up really, really quickly. The question is, what's faster, first aid, or a race, Carl? And I wanted to pay attention. Nothing very good. Shield scrap is okay. I would rather just get the health. Because in a fight where shield matters, Brick Buddy will probably have us covered. Otherwise, what am I more worried about? Since I'm devoting 2 slots to shield, which is irrelevant in a poison matchup, I'm more scared about, like, poison. I'm scared about a poison build that rolled higher than me, which, let me be clear, is not hard to do. This is not a very, like, I know it looks good. This is not a very high roll version of this build, which is the real scary thing. There is Gamma Ray. Do we even play it?
I think that suits you.
Probably. Let's see. If we couldn't get Bomb Squad... Okay. If you get Bomb Squad, I think it's a good idea. Over what? Probably matchup dependent. Brick Buddy into dualies. Obviously, it leaves us open if it's a burn dually, because Brick Buddy's very good in that matchup. It tips the matchup back into Poison Dually favor. It's Big Daddy lost day 1 and then never lost again. That strikes me as a Poison Dually, and therefore cool LEDs matter less in that matchup. They matter less. They don't not matter, but they matter less. There is a real but stupid argument for running down a slot to fit in both of these. But it could also just be it could be a burn dually that just lost their stuff early. Use the core or another ray. We get 2 poison here. I think that's better. I do think it's a poison dually. That's usually the telltale sign. But, I mean, yeah, it is. Okay. They opted for... They have a lot of non-friend slots. They're also running a duct tape, which is not that useful in the mirror. Copper Ed, which is not that useful in the mirror. I don't know what happened. Ah, what? Oh my god. In hindsight, cool LEDs would have been okay against that specific Poison Dually. So I've kind of found all the pieces I probably need, except Bomb Squad could be interesting. This is just lots of procs, which is making Companion Core... God, we really need to pay attention. Gonna take the free chocolate after a moment's break. Alright. Boop. Take the freebie. Small burn item. I mean, it could be the guy, but you could also just high roll a hit on one of these. Beta Ray. Beta Ray is very, very valuable. We're going to use the core or another ray. Charges 2 seconds. I am going to grab it. It's already at gold. That's a big deal. Not going to take Omega Ray. So we now have the potential to slot in this instead of what? If it's a dually, we probably do this. Otherwise, we probably do this. Probably. Like, we have like some text slot and stuff. What do we want out of this? Exposing toxins is good because Brick Buddy being able to crit is nice. Race Carl critting can be nice. It's like, I mean, First Aid critting can be nice. It's another potential activator. That's really about it. Like, whenever you crit, do blah, blah, blah. Poison equal to your regen. If I had the skill that other guy did, then I would take it. Poison extract, we take it. They're gold at this point. To the moon. Large items, nope. Regen, potentially. I'm going to gamble on a skill. So Brick Buddy is a vehicle. And here's whenever you crit. Yada yada. You know? This is not bad. It's not exciting. But again, when the most important thing for us is starting faster, so 2.9 seconds, so it's a 3.5 second start, which is, I would say, anything under 4 seconds, I would classify as a fast start. But like, you know, friend items, sure. We have lots of friends here. Missiles has real potential over Race Carl. Because it starts me faster. Like, that is legitimately a real consideration. It's 3 seconds. Because this is basically, let's just pretend this is 3 seconds. This is 3 seconds. At 3 seconds, we will charge the core twice. It means that our core has 3 seconds to start. I actually am going to value that fast start more right now. It also gives me a very clear situation where missiles is going to be used, obviously, more than First Aid, and making this setup more logical. We're going to start our chain reaction meme dream a little bit faster. It's a dually who's doing some losing, but not like a ton, but I don't know. It's a confusing one. I'll put my money where my mouth is, and I will... Oh, is this enough friend triggers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 seconds. 3, boom, 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 boom. These both have haste. We no longer have the friend. I'm going Gamba. It depends. We're going Gamble. I just, looking at their streaks, feels like it could be poison. Okay, they have 17. They do have the gold ray, though. We have a faster start. I think that we win. Because we have a faster start. Simple as that. We had a faster start, we win. Eat poo-poo. All right. And let me tell you, this lost that fight. This setup lost that fight. 100%. And that's where having some, like, meta game knowledge can really come in handy. Since we had a good feeling based off of when they were strong and when they weren't strong, we can assume that they are probably running a poison build. We have advantage. You know, sure. What if? What if there's an upgrade? I don't actually think Pierre's that good anymore. Freeze one item for 1 second. I mean, it's certainly, like, I don't have the... I can't really make it happen anyways. So this is weird. I don't know what I care about. I have no idea what I care about here. Because we don't know what our opponent's going to be. If we're going to be running the rays, we want it to be the gamma ray. Otherwise, we probably want it to be the brick buddy. We don't know what the matchup's going to be. Statistically, it's Dooley. Statistically, it's Dooley right now. So therefore, maybe we hedge our bets and go gamma ray because statistically, it's Dooley. Maybe it's the Cinders. Why? I don't know. It's funny. Race Carl. Nobody tell Race Carl he's just there to be an activator. Him going up to 40 damage is obviously a solid upgrade, but like we're done with him. We're going missiles. It's just a faster start. Race Carl probably does proc more. Does he? Race Carl probably procs more. But the 3-second cast is really important. If we had start of combat haste, I'd probably go for Race Carl. But since we don't have start of combat haste, I think missiles is probably better. We could upgrade cool LEDs. That's a relatively safe choice. It's used in whatever permutation of the build I go for. First aid and heals a bunch is used in any permutation of my build. I'm going to go for the cool LEDs. I talked myself into it. It's no matter what board I play, I'm going to be playing this. 6 poison. I got to be honest. This could be it, depending on the opponent. Medium items have 6 poison. I'll take it instead. Okay. I think we can say that I don't care about the Cinders anymore.
Not Mr. Wriggle, not
All right.
old Wriggler. It's Professor
Do we beat the Void Colossus? Yeah. And we just want to get a fast start here and more targets for item destruction, which is why I'm running the extra smalls here. Because basically we're fine no matter what, but if we can get them to destroy something over here, instead of the lizard, that's the dream. That being said, if you still have haste procs lined up on the lizard and it gets destroyed, I've noticed it still goes. You can take it. Doesn't really matter. The Zarkon. I think we gotta play as if we lose here. We gotta play as if we're about to lose. Like this fight. And in that situation, I do take this. Because, like, what are the odds that I'm going to care about this stuff? Not high. We'd be hoping for monster loot. I don't even know if you can get that from this. I think you can. No, let's do some science. Screw it. Okay. interesting setup. So you definitely can get monster loot. Friend CDR, yeah. So a 2.9 second start more reliably now. That's what we got. Crit for everything. Sure. Like, why not? If we win this fight, then it was the right choice. Chocolate bars or shield? This does not help me in a poison matchup, obviously. This does. This helps me in any matchup, but it's a lot less value. Griever. Alright, so we should have upgraded the Gamma Ray. That's a hindsight thing. They lost early. The thing is, we are losing the command ship by not running. I think it's fine. 27 poison on the lizard is pretty good. Again, I don't think that I even high rolled, which is scary. Yep. They also have Invigorating Cold, which is very good. I win this, though. Ooh, that's diamonds. That's diamond. Maybe not. Maybe not. They found it at diamond. Okay, we win. It's a tie. But everybody wins in Lizard Land. All right, we did it. We did the thing. We did the thing. We did the thing. Okay? You happy? Are you happy? I'm not. I'm not. No. But now, there. Now you can at least see how I would pilot it. If I was trying to do this meta situation for exclusively for trying to win, and I picked Companion Core, which, to be clear, I don't know if I would. If I was presented with Companion Core and an Ignition Core on this patch, I would take the Ignition Core. Every time. I would. But can this work? Absolutely. You need to hit the lizard and then a couple things. But like you can see, we didn't even hit the Gamma Ray, really. Like we hit silver. We could have got it up to gold, which hip hip hooray. But since I was going so long without finding it, I opted for some other ways of getting some strength. Board disruption, very, very valuable. Cool LEDs is fundamentally busted. I don't know if we played against any opponents it made a difference against, really. But yes, saving up some vials early helped us get some early victories that we wouldn't have gotten without it. Teching in correctly the raise against Dooley and the, theoretically then the Brick Buddy against non-Doolies. I think that was also very important. Basically, we didn't drop any games because of minor positioning things, which is good. Hip hip hooray. Let's go open up our perfect chests. Do I have anything in that board that I've never run before? There's a situation. There's a let me check the I doubt it. It's also gone now. Yeah, Gamma Ray. I got to be honest. Actually, oh no, poor Brick Buddy. This was your day, but it wasn't. I still have not gotten a win with Brick Buddy on board, and that blows my mind. He's so good. And watch him get nerfed. Coolant, cooling fan, crane, cryosphere, crypto on board. I don't really. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not surprised to say that nothing on there is a new victory. But again, we had to do the thing. We had to do the thing. I promised, and there it is. Also, it's nice on a day where I'm quite ill to just have like a, oh yeah, I know how to do this. This is well trodden. It doesn't take too much. It's like a different area of brain power. But I don't know. Could we just do the series where it's just that every single time? I don't know. I guess. Some people, like, I get comments every once in a while, which is like I can't even remember exactly what it is. I forgot, but it's something along the lines of like, you're too scared to play ranked with other characters or whatever. It's not really that. as much as we have to be honest right now. Who is the strongest character? It's Dooley, and it's not particularly close. The other characters do, however, have some very strong builds. Obviously, Vanessa with potentially mono weapon cutlass or flagship, or trebuchet. Like, those are some very obvious strong builds. And Pig has the very obvious Beast of Burden start, or going into like a crook gaming thing. So it's like, could I be playing ranked with them right now? Yes. Would the runs have to look similar to find any kind of success? Yes. I think that they would. If I wanted to have like a reliable amount of success, that'd be the case. That's why I take those into normal. Dooley, you've seen I've been able to do some wacky stuff in ranked, just because he's Dooley. Gives me a little bit more flexibility. That was like a lot of points to gain. I must have beat some high-ranked players or something. That was a huge jump up. Because usually, this morning, I got a 10-win victory and I dropped a rank. Like, it's such a weird system. And that's more what it is. Like, I don't want to, like, play a game and then, like, if I get a, whatever, 3-4 win victory or whatever, 4-win quote-unquote victory, I drop, like, 200, 300 ranks, and I have to win. Sometimes I'll have to win, like, 15 games to get those points back. It's stupid. It's stupid. And it'll get fixed, and then at that point, I'm sure we'll be doing a lot more ranked with the other characters. But more importantly, and hear me out on this, once the new patch drops, and hopefully all the characters are on a little bit more even footing, and if they're not, they will be for the beginning because people are figuring out the patch, we'll be doing ranked anyways. We'll be doing ranked then. So, alas, I just don't want to feel pigeonholed. We could do this every day. I don't think that's what most people want. It's what some people want. It's not what I would really want to do. So, thank you for watching. Check out the channel for more Bazaar every single day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.